My name is Matt Schubert. I'm the Assistant Athletic Director for Sports Performance at Barton College. I oversee all aspects of sports performance, programming and development for our 24 varsity sports, 5 developmental sports, and 700 plus student athletes. I also manage and oversee the Barton College Sports Performance Center. A typical day in the Sports Performance Center gets started around 5:30 a.m. Our teams start coming in for training at 6, and we train teams throughout the morning, and then into the late morning and early afternoon. The Performance Center remains open for students that can't make their team time or have class or whatever it may be. And then in the early afternoon, we start picking up with team trainings again, going into the late afternoon, evening. We work with the student athletes in the Sports Performance Center, and then as well out on the fields. I chose this career because I knew that I always wanted to be involved in athletics. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go the coaching route in terms of sport coaching, or what I wanted to do, but after my playing career, I was introduced to strength training on a professional level. I didn't have a strength coach in college or in high school, so my first exposure with it was with some really high-level organizations and coaches and mentors that introduced me to the profession, and I really just fell in love with it. Then went back to school for my master's degree, and I was actually hired at Barton in 2016 as the college's first head strength and conditioning coach. At the time, we had just under 300 student athletes in a very small weight training facility. Since then, in the 7 years that I've been here, we've grown a lot. We have over 700 student athletes. We've added additional sports, and we built a sports performance center in 2018. The Performance Center, 5,500 square feet. We have 9 double-sided Sornex racks, 18 rack spaces, where we have the capabilities of training 50 to 60 athletes at one time, whether it be large roster athletic teams or multiple smaller roster teams. The facility is fully equipped with everything that we need to train our athletes at a very high level. It's efficient, it's safe. The athletes get a lot of work done in a short period of time. All of our training programs are specific to the sports that we have. The teams come in at their team-specific lift time to train with the coach and their teammates. The training programs are built around the demands of the sport, whether it be that energy system development, common movement patterns, ranges of motion, planes of motion, and then hopefully common sites of injury so that we can reduce the likelihood of injury occurrence in practice and in games. When each team comes in, they'll have their own team time, training time with the coach, and the program itself is catered to that sport. We go through a needs analysis of the sport, whether it be the energy demands, energy system development, common movement patterns, common injury sites, so that we can potentially reduce the likelihood of injury. So not only does each team have their own team-specific program, but certain programs are broke down even further. For example, the football team has 6 different programs going on at one time, split into position group, whether it be big guys, skill guys, quarterbacks, return-to-play athletes. You can see similar programming involved with baseball, where the pitchers and the position players are on specific programs as well. The Sports Performance Center and strength training is all part of the high performance model that we strive for at Barton. The sports performance coaches, the athletic training staff, and the coaches are all working together as a cohesive unit to get the best out of our student athletes to help them reach their individual and team potentials, whether it be receiving injury reports from athletic training, daily communication with the coaching staffs to know what the workload is on the student athletes, so that we can develop proper training programs for the athletes, not only to be successful on the field, but also to hopefully reduce the likelihood of injury, and then so that they can be successful in other areas of life as well. Being a student athlete is extremely stressful. They have a lot on their plates. The games and the practices are just one part of that equation. They have classes, they have jobs, they have other things going on in their personal life. So we try to attack from a very broad approach to create robust athletes that can handle the demands of being not only a college athlete, but also just a college student and a young person in general. Barton's really special to me. I've been here, and I've witnessed the growth and I've witnessed the opportunity that Barton provides, not only for the student athletes, but for the faculty, the staff. I'm able to adjunct in the exercise science department as well as working in the athletic department. So it's been a great experience. I'm really proud of the growth that we've made, and really excited for the future to see how far we go.